कांग्रेस के एक भ्रष्ट एमपी से इतना पैसा मिला, और कांग्रेस तो भ्रष्टाचार की जननी।
बिजनेस वालों का पैसा और बिजनेस करने वालों का पैसा का कांग्रेस का साथ कहां से लेने देना है? कांग्रेस पार्टी अलग है और बिजनेस करने वाले उनका कंपनीज अलग है।
Good evening. Thanks a lot for staying with us with CNN News 18. You're watching the Super Saturday Debate. I'm Ridhima Bhatnagar. We're going to put out some visuals behind me. Just look at the picture that is playing behind me. This is the kind of cash that one has probably never seen, and possibly one will never see in the future as well. How much is it? One is not really sure at this point. This cash that you see behind me is to the tune of upwards of 290 crores and is still being counted. This is cash that has been found by the Income Tax Department from premises linked to the Congress's Jharkhand Rajya Sabha MP, Dheeraj Sahu. Now, the IT department has recovered, as we pointed out, upwards of 200 crores from the Booth Distillery Private Limited, and this is in Odisha. Apart from Odisha, the Income Tax Department has also raided Sahu's business premises. This is in Jharkhand, West Bengal, and some of the other areas. Now we're understanding in Jharkhand, some of these areas which in fact have been raided are in Naxal affected regions, which are in fact forcing the IT department to exercise a lot of caution as of now. Now the BJP has gone to town saying that a vote for Congress is vote for corruption. The Prime Minister has also reacted saying that every penny in fact will be returned to the country. Dheeraj Sahu still has not reacted. The top leadership of the Congress has still not reacted. Lone reactions from the Congress have said these are only allegations and nothing really has been proven as of now. So what really is the truth here? Let's break down some key details first in terms of who is Dheeraj Sahu, what is the kind of links that he has to the Congress party, and what do we know so far as these IT raids are concerned. Now, Dheeraj Sahu is a businessman. His family is associated with the Congress party. What we also know is that he kick-started his political career way back in the 1970s, and post that he in fact became a Rajya Sabha MP from the Congress party from Jharkhand since the year 2010. Reportedly linked to the Both Distilleries firm, exactly where these IT raids in fact have happened, and from where all of this cash in fact has been recovered, which is upwards of 250 crores. That cash in fact is still being counted as we speak. Now let's speak about what the IT raids have revealed so far and what are we picking up from sources within the IT department. Now the IT raids have revealed this so far, that the Booth Distillery Private Limited were raided for alleged tax evasion. But the big question as to what is the total amount that has been recovered, that counting is still on. Some machines have already given up, as this is a mammoth amount of cash that has been recovered. These distilleries are linked to the Congress MP Dheeraj Sahu, and this has now become a new flashpoint between the BJP and the Congress. 300 plus crores seized in over 4 days, as we pointed out. What the exact amount will be by the time the counting ends, we don't know, because that counting is still underway. It is the highest ever black money haul by any agency in a single operation. Where did this cash come from? Who all were linked as part of this cash? All of these questions still remain. The cash has been seized from offices and residences that have been linked to this Congress MP. 30 officers and bank staff are currently involved in counting this entire cash that has been seized from various areas. 150 more bags have been needed by authorities to even transport this cash, and they're not even halfway done. Before we bring in our guest, we have a crucial reaction that is coming. After the Prime Minister, who reacted earlier in the day as reports started to emerge as far as this cash seizure was concerned, now you in fact have the Home Minister Amit Shah, who's also reacted to this massive cash haul that has happened. This is what he's gone on to say. More than 250 crore cash found from the house of a Congress party MP. Modi ji is very strict against corruption. No matter how big a person is, no corrupt person will be spared. And that is something that we heard from the Prime Minister as well, that every penny will be accounted for and every penny in fact will be given back to the country. Let's listen in to that reaction that is coming from the Home Minister.
2 दिन पहले ही अखबारों में हमने ऐसी तस्वीरें देखी मैं तो अचंभित रह गया, किसी पार्टी के सांसद के घर से इतने सारे नोट निकलना। मैं विश्वास से कह रहा हूं, इतने सारे इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट बैठे हैं, आपने इतने नोट आपके जीवन में नहीं देखे होंगे, सिर्फ बैंक का काम करने वाले ट्रेजरी के लोगों ने ही देखे होंगे। परंतु आज मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में पारदर्शिता के साथ विकास का सूत्र जहां जहां भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकारें हैं वहां जमीन पर उतरा है, वास्तविक बना है।
A crucial reaction there coming in from the Home Minister. Let's also now bring in our guests. We have the national spokesperson of the BJP, Sanju Verma. We have the national spokesperson of the Congress Party, Dolly Sharma. We have lawyer and political analyst Kapil Madan. We also have Aashutoshsrivastava, lawyer and political analyst. Good to have all of you with us here on CNN News 18. Dolly, I'd like to begin the conversation with you first. I started in my introduction and I said, I don't think any of us have ever seen the kind of cash that we're putting out in the pictures, and I don't think we will see any kind of such cash in the future. So I want to first understand, is Dheeraj Sahu somebody who still continues to be linked to the Congress Party? If that is the case, then why is the Congress Party not coming out with a stand and helping us understand what is all this cash doing in almirahs that have been stacked up? And this is cash that is still being counted as we speak.
Yeah. See, Dheeraj Sahu is a businessman and his family is associated in a liquor business from last 40 years. Number one. Number two, Congress Party has got nothing to do with the business of Dheeraj Sahu. And anybody found, if the government is founding this number of cash, they are free to take any legal action. We believe in the legal system of the country, and whatever be the case, you put in all the legal, apply all the laws, try to do whatever they want, put in all the inquiries, and check what is it. All the inquiries are open. It's not like Congress Party will never protect any leader like the BJP does. Protecting all the leaders, पहले वो corrupt होते हैं, BJP में जाके मशीन में धुलकर clean हो जाते हैं. We are not going to do that. So all they are free to take all the legal actions.
No, but
they are free to take all the inquiries.
No, Dolly Sharma, the point is, and I will go to Sanju in just a bit in the other guest, what the investigative agencies will do, that's their job. What the law authorities will do, that's their job. What is the role and responsibility of the Congress Party?
I have told you clearly. That he's a businessman from last 40 years. His family is associated with the liquor business. We do not know. Congress Party has no idea. Right?
Has he never
Number
been a
one.
member of
Number two,
the Congress Party? Has he never been given a ticket by the Congress Party? Is he now a suspended party member?
There was, listen, give me a moment. Give me a moment to speak. Yeah. So now there was not a single case before on him. He was the member of Congress Party, undoubtedly. All the inquiry, let the government agencies do all the related inquiries, and if he is found guilty, Congress Party is not going to support him. We will not support him. We are not going to support him in any case. If he is found guilty, okay.
Okay.
Start all the legal procedures.
So I just want to understand something before I bring in our other guests. If that is the case, if he has no links as far as this mammoth case, cash that has been recovered that still continues to be counted, what is the harm in coming out and clarifying that this silence is only adding as far as these entire allegations are concerned?
So, I am the spokesperson of the Congress Party, speaking on behalf of my party, clearly stating the side of my party, right? So, who do you think should come and speak? It is the spokespersons only, no, who come and speak. So, I am speaking.
Okay.
That the agency should go by the law, conduct all the inquiries possible, and whatever the case may be, we will not going to support if he is committed such crime. We are not going to support him. I am saying this openly on the national television.
So Sanju, I know I can see
We
your
will
hand.
not protect. We will not going to protect him in any case if he is found guilty.
Okay, so the Congress party is saying these are only allegations at this point. Nothing really has been proven. Let the IT department, let authorities, let agencies start their work. And if something comes out, then the Congress party will take action. Why is the BJP already jumping the gun?
Okay, we are 7 minutes into the debate. I did not heckle and I expect that courtesy, Riddhiva. First and foremost, let me make this very clear. Congress का वो हाल है हाथी के दांत खाने के और दिखाने के और. I'm glad Dolly Sharma was honest enough to say that, if charges are proven against him, then a natural course of action in terms of what the Congress will do will follow. But I have been on a couple of debates in the last 24 to 48 hours on this issue, where some unofficial spokespersons of Congress, they have been brazen and audacious enough to say, अरे भाई साहब 200, 300 या 500 करोड़ यदि बरामद हुआ है तो कौन सी बड़ी बात है? Does cash being recovered imply that this cash belonged to Dheeraj Sahu? So the next question is, assuming this cash did not belong to three-time Rajya Sabha MP from the Congress, Dheeraj Sahu, then who did it belong to? Was Dheeraj Sahu working as an ATM or a storage tank for some other senior Congress leaders? Point number one. Point number two, I will tell you why the BJP is different from the Congress. When charges were leveled against the then Panchayati Raj minister in 2022 against K. Ishwarappa when the BJP was in power in Karnataka, I remember the Congress going to every rooftop and saying and screaming and raving and ranting that 40% commission लेती है, ये 40% commission सरकारा है BJP की. K. Ishwarappa के खिलाफ charges were not proved and yet we not only denied K. Ishwarappa a ticket, but we also asked him to step down from the Panchayat Raj ministry. Don't forget, Santosh Patil, a contractor who died, had leveled charges of bribery and extortion against K. Ishwarappa. And subsequently, those charges were found to be flimsy and meaningless. But look at the contrast in the Congress. We all know that since 2016-17, the case against D.K. Shivakumar is sub judice. He is out on bail, which means he may not be guilty, but he is not innocent either. But what is D.K. Shivakumar today? D.K. Shivakumar is not only a senior minister in the Karnataka cabinet, but the deputy of Siddaramaiah and on course to becoming the chief minister if all goes well as per their, internal negotiations. Look at the difference. These people say Himanta Biswa Sarma ने ऐसा किया था, नीलेश राणे ने ऐसा किया था, सुवेंदु अधिकारी ने वैसा किया था, अजीत पवार ने ऐसा किया था, but BJP is a washing machine. तो भाई साहब, you believe in the judiciary, you believe in the law of the land. आप जाइए, सुप्रीम कोर्ट का दरवाजा आपके लिए खुला है. File a case against Himanta Biswa Sarma, file a case against Ajit Pawar, but don't come to national television and start whining and crying and sulking. But last but not the least, people said due process has not been followed. Tell me, Riddhima, anyone, and I have an excellent knowledge of taxation and finance. Under the Income Tax Act, first, the IT department serves you notice under section 142(1) of the IT Act of 1961.
Correct.
It then serves you notice under the IT Act section 143(1), 2, 3.
Okay.
If you fail to respond to any of these notices, then the income tax is empowered under section 132 of the IT Act to conduct suo moto, search and seizure operations, which is exactly what the IT department has done. And
so the point Sanju is making. Sanju, 1 second. I want to bring in another guest, and I want to take in some key breaking developments that we're getting. But the point that Sanju is making is valid in a case like this. When a similar case came to light as far as the BJP was concerned, that MLA Veeru Rakshapa, BJP was swift enough to take action against him, even though the cash at that point that was recovered was in fact from his son. But I'll just request a guest to stay on with us because we have a very crucial reaction that's coming in now. And this is in fact a reaction that's coming in from Jairam Ramesh of the Congress, who in fact has now reacted as far as this entire cash seizure is concerned. And this is what he's gone on to say, that the Congress in no way is connected as far as these cash seizures are concerned. Only Dheeraj Sahu can really explain what this cash is all about and what this cash seizure is. So the Congress, in a way, distancing themselves as far as this entire controversy is concerned. Jairam Ramesh saying that the Congress has nothing to do as far as this cash seizure is concerned. Only Dheeraj Sahu, the man who himself finds himself in the eye of the storm, can in fact explain himself. But Kapil, I want to bring you in the conversation. Look at the optics around it. The BJP at this point is saying a vote for Congress is a vote for corruption. And the only reaction that we're getting is that the Congress has nothing to do as far as this cash seizure is concerned. Only the man in the eye of the storm can explain himself. We cannot give you any explanation at this point. That won't cut eyes.
So, Ridhima, I would just first like to acknowledge Sanju here. I mean, Sendam, she speaks very honestly, and today was one such occasion where she said, if there is an allegation against Hemanta Biswa Sarma or any other BJP leader, then the opposition can go to the Supreme Court and file cases. I mean, is it not, ironical enough? Does it not proves what the opposition says that, when it is about your leaders, then the corruption, the meaning, definition, the process, procedure, raids, IT department, they work completely differently, and they, spin it over and say that you go and file cases. So this is completely irrational and illogical explanation. That's point number one. Now, second,
but Kapil, to play the devil's advocate here, the opposition at this point also doing exactly that. Otherwise, the narrative is that there is vendetta, the central agencies are being misused. Today, you are saying let the authorities take their own course.
Yes.
As far as the leader is concerned, we have nothing to do with it. Damn if you do, damn if you don't, you can't have it both ways, right?
No, the point is, Ridhima, there has to be an investigation. There cannot be any second doubt, second thoughts, or, any debate whether there should be an investigation and whether there should not be an investigation. You remember when the 2G scam happened, the so-called scam happened, the BJP, contested 2014 on that plan, on the plank of corruption, and when that case was tested in the court of law, it fallen flat. It has fallen flat. Now, I will just draw a parallel. Whether someone is guilty, whether someone has committed an offense, whether that money belongs to ABC, XYZ, or to the Congress MP, that is after the investigation is concluded. That's point number one.
Okay.
And why I say this, Vidima, is that you need to ensure that these public institutions, the agencies like ED, CBI, you need to preserve public confidence on these agencies.
Kapil, I am with you. And Sanju, I'll come to you just a bit. Kapil, I am with you. I am saying let the authorities do their work. That is fine. We're all on the same page with that. But what is the responsibility of the political party? The political party surely cannot just throw the leader under the bus saying till yesterday he was with the party. Today we don't know who this man is. And he will have to defend for himself. As I said, in a similar case, when the BJP was in the eye of the storm, they took swift action so that the opposition couldn't train their guns at them. But before I go back to Dolly and Sanju, one sec, Kapil. One sec. Ashutosh has also been patiently waiting.
Was speaking against Ajit Pawar.
One sec.
The very next day, he was the part of the BJP government.
Okay. Dolly, I'll just come back to you. Let's be respectful to the other guest who's been patiently waiting as well. Ashutosh has been patiently waiting. Ashutosh, sorry, could not come to you earlier. Leaving the political allegations, counter allegations aside, this is cash upwards of 250 crores. It's still being counted. So we still don't know what the end amount will be. We should have a clarity, hopefully, in a few days from now. But in a case like this, what happens from here on? What is the kind of protocol that we'll have to follow to try and understand who got this cash in? Who did it belong to? What was the cause of this cash?
See, first of all, that this is unaccounted money, what has been recovered. Okay, now the income tax authorities, they are empowered under section 133A of the Income Tax Act 1969 to have the survey of any premises, and they can go inspect and they can impound such cash or any such documentations which they feel that there has been tax evasion. Now, apart from the taxation issue, what I feel is the other investigation which might take place in future as to what is the source of this, this much amount of cash, from where it has come from. Is there any money laundering also involved? Is there any other crimes also involved? Because it's a huge money.
Yeah.
So maybe the central agencies like ED will also take its course in coming future after understanding as to what is the source of this kind of money which has come in. So it is not only the tax evasion part of it, but it is a very serious concern.
Okay.
It also highlights as to how this much of cash is being handled.
So as
how it is
Ashutosh
being
is rightly
delivered.
pointing out, right now there are multiple questions. Was this a case of just tax evasion? Was this a case of money laundering? Was this money being used for elections? Was it being used for campaigning? Multiple questions that still remain. And I want to go back to Dolly. Now, Dolly, by the tweet that Jairam Ramesh has just put out, this looks far too convenient. This is somebody who is still associated with your party. Either the Congress should say that this man has been suspended pending investigation and inquiry, and that is why we have nothing to do with him. You can't have him as part of your party and then say we have no idea where the cash is coming from.
Can you, madam, did the BJP, you must be expecting the same BJP doing with the BJP MP who had allegations against the women wrestlers. What did they do? Could you just tell me? They only supported and protected Brij Bhushan Saran Singh. And the wrestlers who Prime Minister says are very much a part of this country, who brought names to this country, what they did to the wrestlers? They were beaten up badly, lathi charged on the roads of Delhi, and the entire country had seen what BJP did to the MP. Nothing. He is today also very much part of the Bharatiya Janata Party. They were protecting. Even today they are protecting that BJP MP, Brij Bhushan Saran Singh. And now, I would like to tell you one more thing here. If this name would have been not like, you know, धीरज साहू की जगह अगर मोदी होता तो नीरव मोदी, ललित मोदी और बाकी सारे मोदियों की जगह उनको भी प्रोटेक्ट किया जाता और दावोस में शायद प्रधानमंत्री अपने पीछे उसे लेकर खड़े होते. उनके भी हजारों करोड़ ले जाके भागने के बाद we are तो clearly saying do all the possible inquiries. We will go by the law of this nation. We will go by the law of this land.
They're saying this is still
guilty.
a matter of investigation. Also, this is essentially what even Manikam Tagore said earlier in the day, that, you know, what the family business of a leader does, how do you expect the political party to know exactly what is happening? And there are no given links on the surface of it till the time some concrete evidence comes linking both these things.
I heard that. Now, you know, I listened very patiently to what the Congress spokesperson was saying. I will just repeat this. You know, it is hilarious now. It's not even, tragic anymore. It is hilarious that the Congress spokespersons, यहाँ पर मुद्दा धीरज साहू का है, and the spokesperson is talking of Brij Bhushan Sharan. Since Brij Bhushan Sharan की बात हुई तो मैं remind कर दूं, the Congress has been routed in Rajasthan. You know why? Because Ashok Gehlot के under the aegis of Ashok Gehlot, there were 6,000 rapes per year as per NCRB data, with minors being raped. I did not interrupt.
Sanju Verma ji, give me an answer.
Dolly, Sanju did not interrupt you. I'll give you fair time. One second. Dolly, let's be fair. Sanju did not interrupt. Dolly, this is not fair. Sanju did not interject you. Let her complete her point. Sanju, please go ahead. Dolly, we'll come back to you.
Yes, thank you. You know, look how these people get rattled, Riddhima. And I'm glad that you're giving me loan space. Ashok Gehlot, under his aegis, minors were raped in Karauli. Congress said Sabchangasi. Minor raped in Bhilwara and dumped in a well. Congress said Sabchangasi. Minor raped and burnt to death in Jodhpur. Congress said Sabchangasi. Minor raped in Alwar. And Priyanka Vadra was holidaying in Ranthambore saying Alwar में तो गैंगरेप हुआ ही नहीं. इसलिए कांग्रेस के प्रवक्ता यहाँ आकर बीजेपी को नैतिकता पर भाषण न दे. But we will come back to the moot point, because ये whataboutery and digressing from topic is an old trick which will not work. You tell me one thing. 3 times this man Dheeraj Sahu has been a Rajya Sabha MP from which party? Congress. And before coming on your show, Riddhima, I did some groundwork. I found that not only Dheeraj Sahu, his brother Gopal Sahu also fought 2019 elections on Congress ticket. His other brother Sahu is also a Congress leader. Dheeraj Sahu का पूरा खानदान Congress leadership के तहत फूलता फलता रहा और आज जयराम रमेश कहते हैं धीरज साहू कौन है हमें तो पता ही नहीं. इट इज लाइक सेइंग उल्टा चोर कोतवाल को डांटे. राहुल गांधी
जयराम रमेश जयराम रमेश जी ने ऐसा कुछ नहीं कहा है. जो जयराम रमेश जी ने कहा है उसको मैं पढ़कर बता देती हूँ. वही हम कह रहे हैं संजू वर्मा.
Dolly, I in fact read out that direction. One second. Dolly Sharma, Sanju Verma. Let's be respectful to the other guests also. I'll request both of you just one second. Sanju Verma and Dolly Sharma. That is exactly the reaction that we just put out. Jairam Ramesh, and I'll repeat it for the benefit of our viewers and the other guests also. This is exactly what he says. The Indian National Congress is in no way connected with the businesses of Dheeraj Sahu, who is an MP. Only he can explain and should explain how huge amounts of cash have been reportedly unearthed. That point has already been taken, but the fact that he still continues to be a member of the Congress party, that is the question that in fact is being raised by the BJP. I'll give the final word to Kapil Madan. Kapil, the point that the BJP and others are now raising, if the Congress does want to join in the investigation, that is a welcome move. But what about the responsibility of the political party when a member of theirs is in the eye of the storm and a controversy of such nature?
So, Ridhima, in fact, I've also seen the tweet made by Mr. Ramesh where Mr. Jairam Ramesh has very clearly said that, Mr. Sahu should explain, this cash belongs to whom. So, I think, it is a matter of investigation and it is Mr. Sahu who needs to explain. I will just draw, one parallel, one very, short parallel here. You remember there was a video that surfaced of, Narendra Tomar's son where his son was talking about some 100 crores that were to be given. What was the response of the BJP? Did you see any investigation happen? Without there being any investigation, they floated a narrative that that video is fake. And just after this incident, the Prime Minister was also seen talking about deepfake video. Whether it is a deepfake video, whether it is correct, it is
Kapil,
only
I apologize for interrupting. Point well taken. It is still a matter of investigation. We'll have to see what is the kind of total cash that is collected by the authorities, and we'll eventually have to see if there is a reaction that comes in from Dheeraj Sahu as well. We've completely run out of time. I would like to thank all our guests. We do have to slip into a very short break. Thanks a lot for watching.